Midlands is synonymous and has a rich ingrained history in the world of heavy metal. It could be argued that it has been embedded in the very DNA of this area for the past 5 decades, and some would say slightly over. It's well documented and well known that bands such as Black Sabbath and Judas Priest set a high bar and blazed the trail for the countless number of heavy bands that followed, and fortunately for us, continue to do so. In January 2019, a dark, melodic and mysterious 3-track EP, Morbid Black Trinity, was unleashed upon the world, and today we have the band that created that blackened death metal masterpiece with us. We welcome Master's Call to MMH, the home of rock radio. Hi, this is Adam Onslaught and we're here with MMH, the home of rock radio, and we're on location today with these fine gentlemen at Red Line Tattoo in Wolverhampton. We are talking to Master's Call. Good evening, gentlemen. How you doing?
Good evening.
Good.
Let's talk about the EP, Morbid Black Trinity. It has a very impressive sort of personnel list with Parlour Studios involved. This is a big thing for any kind of metal band. Tell us a little bit about that.
Powell Studios was where we decided to record it after searching around for a lot of different places, and it has its list of previous bands that recorded there, which enticed us.
It has a bit of a reputation, and we knew that because it's going to be our first release, we wanted it to be the best it could be, because it's going to be our first impression on the world and first impact. So that's why we wanted to, spend the money to make it the best it can be.
Very important for you guys to do that, I guess. And it seems to have had a very good crossover appeal to a different audience, and particularly at Bloodstock 2019 was quite a special performance for you guys, because Simon Hall contacted you and asked you to come and play the festival. What was that like, getting that call?
The fact we got on it was excellent, and then when they said obviously you're closing out this Saturday, we were all just like,
yeah, that was unexpected.
Someone we've spoken to before. We've seen him at various Metal to the Masses events,
which we'd all done as well.
All done in different bands and failed. But
didn't want to put it through. Not that it's a bad thing, but we just didn't want to. We'd done our all of us in previous bands had done our time with the Metal to the Masses, and it was achieve things a different way now. So. And
in terms of Metal to the Masses, as in reflection, how important was that for you as a band in your preparation for this pretty new project of Master's Call as such? How important was it?
I'd say it gave us a good perspective on the stakes and the level that's required. We have been through it before.
All of us have been in previous bands.
And we've almost got there, but not quite, a number of times, and we've learned from that. We've took that with us, and it goes into our writing, it goes into our live performance every time. So
more of a feel than being disheartened and sort of it knocking you down too far.
It's a bit of a filter for the scene, I think, in terms of bands that will try out for it and then the next year they won't bother because they didn't get through.
We're not a bunch of people that are going to just lay down and quit, to be honest, and that's partly what this band's about. It's about sort of pushing to the next level, really. I mean, sort of for us, Bloodstock was brilliant. It was a great experience, but now we're looking for the next level. Really.
Yeah, we don't want that to be our peak. We're going to keep going. I know a lot of bands. I mean, unfortunately, I've seen some bands who've done Bloodstock and then sort of quit or broke up quite soon after, and I'm like, don't really get that. But
it's a springboard opportunity, that is,
really should,
that is for sure. And on that weekend as well, it was quite special for you guys as a band. Was kind of like the weather gods kind of came and aligned themselves, because we had, just to go back over that particular period of time when we met for the first time, was when we sat there and we were chatting, and then you guys went off and did your set. In the meantime, the entire UK was going through some terrible weather conditions, and had to count there to reschedule Cradle of Filth the next day, and then
back Anthrax era, I think,
and not back Anthrax now, which kind of left a whole gap open when you played. How did you feel when that all sort of came together? Did you think, this is meant to be, this is destiny?
Yeah, I think we definitely took that as a sign.
It was one of them things that I don't think we fully realised till afterwards, because obviously we were busy kind of getting ready ourselves, and
we
just finished up all our kind of media obligations ourselves, and we were making our way over to get ready and everything, and then I think we heard, about 10 minutes before we were about to go on, that something was happening on the main stage and we wasn't quite sure what.
I don't think anything was playing on the Sophie stage, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but
I think there was a gap as well, yeah. So yeah, it wasn't until afterwards and we found out that like it had all kind of happened weirdly because we realised I think Anthrax were just coming on as we'd finished or something like that, which we thought, well, that doesn't quite tally up.
They'd been on about 10 minutes, I think, by the time we were sort of clearing our stuff
So yeah, a bit of a shock, and then I think afterwards we found out that actually it kind of gave an opportunity for like other people in the black metal scene to come and see us. I think we heard that Tarka and members of Venom Inc. came to watch us as well, which I doubt they probably would have done if Crowder were playing because they probably would have gone to that instead. So it was a fortunate opportunity, I think, for us.
There's a trinity going on there, isn't there? If you think about it, there's a connection because you've got, obviously, you've got Cradle of Filth being moved, Anthrax being moved, the Sophie stage at that particular point, there was no one on it.
We didn't know all of this was going on, but I mean, we didn't feel nervous, just so excited to be on the stage, so we wanted to just deliver as hard as we could because it was a good opportunity given to us. So.
Yeah, it all came about so fast as well. I mean, the set went by.
Well, this is it. With so many months leading up to it, we've been through a lot, and then it's like, man, that went on forever. But half-hour set gone.
We had the option to have it filmed and pay for
the
it.
new Blood stage had a camera crew, which is
and of course what we're here today to talk about. In a whole.
The Spire Cranes from Bloodstock Festival. Technically our first proper sort of live official release from us.
The choice of song, the Spire Cranes, it's the second track off Morbid Black Trinity. It was also the first song we wrote. We feel like it's a pretty significant song for us to give some love to.
So everybody else has given it love. I mean, it's safe to say every time we played the song we were looking at everybody singing the chorus to that one. So
yeah, it's catchy, isn't it? It's pretty... like you say, every time we play a gig, we see people like mouth along the lyrics and the word, which is it's amazing. You know what I mean? To see
it certainly captures the moment. The video is tremendous, and we're really looking forward to everybody to seeing it. And that's what we're going to do right here, right now. So thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time, and we're going to watch the video coming up right now.
Good evening, Bloodstock! And we have come here to once and for all wipe the slate clean. This is the Spire Cranes from Morbid Black Trinity. shall be done.